Hello.
Hello.
Ah.
Ah.
Yes. Hello everybody, welcome to our monthly Patreon Q&A live stream for Panoptic II. Thank you for tuning in as usual. As it's only the third one, we've tweaked a couple of things, so let us know if sound is not going as expected. You have to change microphones, and just in general, if things seem not of great quality, please tell us. But normally we should be fine, and we can play the very first Panoptic II betting game. Will the background hang out until the end of the stream?
It will.
So we have one vote for it will.
Betting game or drinking game?
I don't know. It could be
I think it will. We are PG7, then it's a betting game. Sorry.
We can drink a glass of just fruit juice.
Of water.
Of water.
Of
yes.
water. Yes.
Perfect.
Of course. Yeah.
Anyhow, but as I was saying, thank you for joining. You know the drill. You get yourself some snacks. You sit comfortably, and we're just gonna go over a bunch of different news and items about Panoptic II. As usual as well, patrons that are at the challenger tier and above, you can participate into the chat. We've seen already Farian that says that everything sounds perfect, so thank you very much. But so feel free to drop any questions or any request for additional information or something that you have, and we can get to that when we get to the Q&A. The presentation will follow the same basic structure as the previous one. So starting with a very quick word on the Patreon, then the latest development news for the game. After that, we'll go over suggestions and potential questions that we got from the community, and then we'll have our round of miscellaneous news item and announcements that we have to do. But this time, no intern introduction. I think
We killed every intern, no?
No,
sorry.
We exhausted the list. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. So first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna check that everything works, and we're gonna go into the Patreon update. So this time we've only made one graph, simply because there's not been a lot of movements in the Patreon.
We lost 2%.
Yeah, since last time we have 2 less paid members, and which we're sorry to see go. But we did gain a couple of free members, so that curve is still going on. But yeah, so you have an idea there. There's no real sense in making a breakdown of the roles and everything. It's stable from last time. Of course, that's your monthly reminder that even if you know a couple of people which you haven't yet talked about the game to, you can always do it, because that can always help. Maybe they will talk to somebody that will happen to make a TikTok about it that reaches 20 million people, and then
finger crossed.
Yeah, and then next time we'll have a professional studio.
Do you really want TikTok?
I'd take anything.
Okay.
What do you mean next time we'll have a professional studio?
Yeah, if somebody that's watching this talks to their friends.
Yeah, but why next time? Isn't this a professional studio already?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, but they saw what's behind, so they know it's not.
Right.
So that's the trick. We cannot.
If you want to see what's behind, go to the last live stream, and you will see the glasses.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's basically that's it for the Patreon. So again, if you have any also any tips, we're internally discussing what we could do. There is some stuff cooking up that we'll allude to maybe later down the line that we hope can give a little boost to everything. But at least we're still transparent, and you can still see exactly what's going on. And as usual, you can find some more stats and numbers on the Patreon page itself. So on the the link here down below. We've left what we could open, so you can definitely go and check if you want to have more info. And if you have any questions about that, you can also ask them
directly on Discord.
Yeah,
for example.
So that was for a very short-lived Patreon update, and now we're gonna go into like the meat and potatoes really of this live stream, which is
meat and potatoes. I'm vegetarian, just potatoes.
The potatoes, okay. The potatoes
the
and
falafel and potatoes.
Yes,
falafel and potatoes. Yes.
Of the stream. This is
with spicy sauce.
This is getting out of hand. We've going.
Thank you, Ferian, for
the Samwise Gamgee memes. Apropos, very. Anyway, before I say something I will regret again, we have a bunch of things to go through because, last month has been quite busy, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, my word is hell.
Yeah, it's
busy. It's okay too.
Which translates into the very end of the rope energy we're giving out. Like we're very much tired, but we're still hanging through. And so the first thing we wanted to address is the absence of a build. So if you remember, or if you were there for the previous stream, we said that we hope to release like a pre-alpha version of the game between last month and now, and obviously that hasn't materialized, but just to say, like, it's not for lack of trying or lack of work on the game itself. If you want to be like really transparent, we took the game with us to the local event, the Brotaru that we mentioned last time, and it was definitely not ready. Like we could not get like the complete game loop to be at a level where we thought it was a good enough showing. And we know we promised prototype builds with bugs and everything. But at a certain point,
we also promised something playable.
Exactly. So there's no real point in getting like a vague build if you cannot just complete the full loop. So it's the one of the biggest hills to cross, but it's not, you don't cross a hill, to climb, I guess. But there you go. So that's why we haven't gotten to it yet. But we are working tirelessly, or even for some of us sleeplessly, to get you that first build like as soon as possible. But on the bright side, it means that we've like while we're working on the gameplay itself and making some stuff work, there's been some progress in other parts, so that there might be some stuff you're gonna see now that's maybe a bit further along than when we thought we would be when we released the first build. So that's great, and hopefully now we'll line things up with like something else, but which we can't talk about. But am I talking about it by saying I can talk about it?
No.
No? Perfect then.
No, it's okay.
No secret agent knocking down the door. Fantastic. Okay, and so first, I think I'm gonna kick it off to you,
Yes.
River. I'm gonna look at the button here to see if I have the correct one. I think this is the correct one. Let's see if I broke everything. No, there you go. So tell us about what you did.
Yes, I've been working on a few features that were, as of yet, still missing. Namely, implementing interactions between the orbs, from Panoptic II, and elements from the levels themselves. So plugging doors and other interactive elements into the deactivation of the orbs. If you're curious about that, you can ping me on Discord and I can tell you about event channels and scriptable objects. And then the playtest told us that we had to prioritize or reprioritize feedback for the overseer when eliminating characters, either the NPCs or the challenger, the player characters. So I've been working on a little particle systems that will pop off when you actually shoot characters in the levels.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's true that when we were working on the first game, well, it was sort of automatic, right? Like when you shot the challenger, then
You win.
Yeah, you won the
Yeah.
game. But here you have to do it several times, so it's good that the overseer knows whether they shot like the thing. And if you're part of the Patreon and you're looking at the lore series that we're publishing over the last few weeks and will continue to do so in the next few weeks, you're gonna also know why we have like this yellow and blue. It's not only a visual trick to
No, it's not a visual trick.
that's it's interesting lore to be found there.
So linked.
Everything's connected, and then you have like a
Connected.
board. So now let me show you. Is this so? Yeah. So no, I was gonna say something else we can show, and you can already see it a bit with the image that we have there, is that the first level is also like the first map is really continuing to evolve basically.
Yes, it is. Since we've been spending a bit more time working on the build and the level, we've been able to refine the look of that level that we're calling the amphitheater in a team, because we like them short, simple, and to the point. So last time you saw the level in still a very raw stage, and basically still at the prototype stage of polish. We showed you some concepts related to lightning in the level. But as you can see, today we're able to show you new shots of the map that are much closer to what we actually envisioned for the final look of that level. It's almost reached its final evolution. As usual, disclaimer, the image you're seeing are part of a still in progress work, so things can still change and evolve in between what you're seeing now and the final version of the game, of course. And I think that's all I have to say about the work we've been doing on the first level.
Yeah.
Since last time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add, because of course I'm gonna add something.
Of course, you're
people are starting to know the drill.
If one day Bastien nothing to add, just it's a doppelganger, we will shoot him.
Probably to be like, but no. So just wanted to say like, yeah, one of the things like that you were alluding to, River, about the idea of maybe things can still change, is that as you can see, like a lot of the work has gone into the lighting. So if you're really perceptive, you can see that geometry wise it's still sort of close to what you see before, but now really what gives the atmosphere of the level is the lighting. And one technique we use in the game is volumetric lighting. We use it for a very specific reason, is because we want the challengers to be able to see the eye of the overseer, like the cone of vision of the overseer basically. And so here we applied it also to the rest of the lights in the level, so it gives this like hazy, misty atmosphere. This is all dependent on whether the target platform, so the Quest and PC VR should work, but the Quest we might have to dial down some of the effects or some of the intensity of the effect, but we'll see. But so that's what we wanted to. I really want to drive that point home, just so that people don't get like overly excited. We're still figuring things out in terms of performance.
I like the fact that the wall is lighting.
Changing.
No, the wall
behind us.
Behind us, and someone was passing like. Just,
it adds to the ambience.
Yeah, it's an NPC. It's a being.
Yeah, don't mind them. It's fine.
The overseer was looking at him.
But so yeah, so there you go. So that's what you see like with this little montage of the level. It's really like shaping up to be like a cool visual like evolution of the first game as well. But that's not all. There's also something else that's been going on, and it's actually a second map that's nicknamed the Silo for now. I'm gonna first start by showing you some screenshots. So that's been the I mean, the main focus of Alban, whom you saw last time, our intern for this past few weeks. So he's been like alternating between helping us on the first level and doing some Q&A and helping like polish the design
QA.
of that level. Yeah, not Q&A. We are doing the Q&A. He's doing QA. Thank you.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Question and answer. Okay.
Yeah, we ask him questions and he just like answers them. No, but so he's been doing a lot of QA but also working on this level. So starting from like this idea of a very vertical level with different mechanism you have to activate. And what you see here in the screenshots are some of the concept. Models and everything that he made. So this is not has like a proper art path yet really, but at least you can see like the idea. So you have these different levels, you have a lot of stairs like intertwining everywhere, and you have to go down and find the special mask you want to steal. But also we wanted to take this opportunity to show you another like a little video of the level the way it stands now. So what you see here is so we just like put a camera on the swivel basically. We let it go through the level, and so you can see what you're gonna have to go through as a challenger. So you're gonna have to go through these different levels and actually activate some sort of mechanisms like levers or buttons or pressure plates, stuff like this, that will like transmit energy or stop the flow of energy downstairs to let you grab the special mask and then get into like this underground part of the level, so beneath the feet of the overseer, where you have to make your escape with your prize. But so you can kind of see like the main idea here. So as you can, that's where you pass through the grate. You're under the overseer, but there you go. So that's the level itself. And just to drive the point home about like how much lighting impacts stuff, we've made the same shot, but after a few passes of lighting and decoration. So it's gonna be basically the same, the same camera movement, everything the same geometry, just like a few textures have been changed and some lights have been added. So without further ado, let's see it there. So you can see like you can recognize some of the parts of the level, but I think it's really like it speaks for itself, like how much different the mood of the level gets in here. So you can see now there's temporary lights that we've put there. Now there's like this blue cyan pipes that you can see running across the level. It gives off a much more like industrial vibe than the geometry, and it really brings everything together. So that's sort of the idea behind the comparison shot there. And you're also going to see something that's changed from the first clip to this one, is that now it's not like a big red plane, which was actually just a test. Alban was just like, oh, I'm gonna put like a red surface in there, and it's just to have something contrasty, and we thought it was really cool. But then like thinking about what the level could mean in terms of the lore and the place in the story, we ended up going with a blue thing. Why a blue thing? We'll have to discover for later. It's mysterious.
Going to the Patreon and
read the lore and
read the lore.
That's definitely gonna help you like piece together what we're trying to do in here. But so yeah, so of course, happy to receive like any and all comments that you would have over this map. Like, are you excited to play with it? Like, are you do you think it's a good direction? Do you have like remarks? We're always happy to discuss this in there. Okay, River, you said you had to leave us at some point.
Right.
If you
want
want
to stay,
that's my cue.
Yeah.
I'm getting back to work.
That's actually what's we do. We're just gonna keep talking,
Yes.
and you're just that's.
Bye, all.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Hop, let's recenter. Operation recentering. Okay, there we go. So now I can just put us back there. And we can go over the questions and suggestions that we got from the community. Did we get a lot of questions?
No.
not really.
We didn't receive questions.
No.
We received suggestions.
It's sort of logical. We believe that conversation is going to be a bit more animated once you have the game into your hands. But at least it was like still super interesting on the Discord. There was like a very lively discussion about suggestions that Cody, one of our Patreon members, gave us about. It was like kind of a follow up to something we discussed last time, which was the possibility of using eye tracking to in the game to make it more fun for the overseer to aim, basically, because right now you have to aim with your head, but what if you could like just use your gaze to shoot? And I'm gonna repeat what we said before. Definitely something we would be open to investigating, because
But it's not our first priority.
no, of course it's I can hear the producer voices, you know. See, that's the dynamic here. But no.
But the thing is, we have someone give us access to a Steam frame, then we can make tests at least to check if everything is okay with the Steam frame, and maybe doing a quick prototype about the eye tracking, but after the first snapshot.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's for the practical thing, and just as a dev, it was super like a super cool experience to basically have somebody from the community like give a lot of idea. I'm not gonna like recount everything, but basically the question was like, okay, if we do eye tracking, how would we make sure that the overseer can still aim precisely? Because you know, like there's a lot of you do a lot of involuntary eye movements when you just look at things in general, and so like if you have to do a very like pinpoint shot, how do you do that with eyes that can just go wherever they please, basically? And so we were discussing like back and forth about different ways we could attenuate those movements, like get a more precise aiming point and everything. And that was super cool because there was definitely some proposals that we had not thought about before. So it was really good food for thought. So definitely, if you're interested, like in game dev in general, and you want to ask River like how things work with the orbs, or if you want to discuss like XR design or stuff like this, I think like the Discord is super good place to come. By professional nature, where we come from teaching as well, so where it's difficult not to be like forthcoming with information. So please feel free to come and don't feel shy with. There's some beginner game devs that are starting the journey in the Discord and everything. So please feel free.
Yes.
So this is very subtle Discord advertisement segment, but there you go. So that's what's been going on. Again, expecting that things might pick up once the game is there and you can actually play it, but soon. That's gonna come soon. And then I guess that brings us to the miscellaneous announcement. Actually, maybe we should call this something different than announcements. I don't know. It's like just like random stuff, like a shrug emoji or something.
We don't have title, then we put everything then there.
Yeah, it's just the rest, other stuff.
Yeah, other stuff, yes.
But so we have a bunch of things to go through first. So we did something last week, Thomas, right?
It was last week.
I think so, right?
Yeah, it was last week. Last week we was at RTBF. It's a local television. It's local television from Belgium, francophone, the French part of Belgium, but yeah.
One of the big like national television from Belgium, but the French speaking part. Anyway, like that's.
Yeah. They have they have a Twitch channel, and they opened the Twitch channel for studio and streamer. Basically every Wednesday, and we was there for playing Panoptic and make the promotion of Panoptic II. Well, okay. Was super nice because we playing Bastien and I play against each other. Was fun to play Panoptic without thinking about work. I will explain. Just when we play Panoptic, we just look at the game and say, okay, why it's fun, why it's not fun, what we can change and say. But this time it was just basically playing and try to win, and it was really nice to play. We play every map multiple time, and we explain the lore to the viewers, yes, to the viewers. We took a lot of time to explain the decision for each level and so on. It was super nice to do. I don't think it was a super marketing thing, but it was a really fun thing.
Yeah. And it's maybe here, like, yeah, if of course it was good to recount because it's still like a news from the studio, so it was worth discussing here. But also, like, if you're interested in the game development, if you speak French, because most of the time those streams are in French, or every time I think they're in French. Right?
Yeah, it's RTBF. It's for French people.
Yeah, so I don't think they will invite English-speaking studios.
No.
But I mean, if you get into that category, at least it's a very nice promotion tool that they make, and it's a way to to connect with other developers and see maybe games that you would not have seen. Otherwise,
I searched, but there is no replay or no YouTube channel with the open stream. Then it's it was just a momentum.
Yeah, like be there or lose it forever. Anyway, but so that was the first thing. I have notes. Can you tell? Because I have forgot this. Yes. Other thing that speaking of like streaming and live video events and stuff like this, just a reminder that there is a big event if you like VR that's approaching, which is the XR showcase. It's one of these like live showcase, like the Wholesome Game Direct or the what is it, the Nintendo Direct State of Plays or whatever, which is just organized for XR things. So it's gonna be showing on the 23rd of March. We're gonna add a link to the description of the YouTube replay of this stream. But basically, yeah, I think if you're interested in XR in general, so AR, MR, VR, and everything, please go and watch. I think you won't be disappointed.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Yes. So there you go. So that's something that's coming up. Something else that's come up that's a bit more like important for us maybe is that we're actively working on the store pages for Panoptic II. So expect requests for wish lists and stuff like this. That's always like a very big factor when you're working on a game. So there's gonna be normally a page for Steam, and we're also working on a page for the MetaQuest or was the MetaQuest Horizon store, and once those are ready, we'll disseminate the information, and we hope you'll consider giving us a wish list, of course.
It's really important for the studio. The wish list is one of the more important things for marketing and for showing traction to potential editor or and so on. Then if you want to help a studio, not only us, but the wish list is one of the best gifts that you can do for a studio. Yes, definitely.
So
there
we go.
And also more, it's not personal, but more, we send a postcard like 2 months ago,
Mhm.
and just tell us on the comment or on the chat if you receive our card, because there is some Patreon that receive the card. And I think the card travel a lot.
Yeah.
Then I think it will take time, or it took time.
Mhm.
But don't hesitate to comment about that.
Yeah.
It will be nice to have news about our card.
Yeah, to know that they reached their destination, that
Yeah.
the people who needed them got them. Okay. I think that's
Yeah.
that's gonna be us for today.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say that we have a trailer. We cannot show the trailer to people.
That is true.
But we have a trailer. Then the Steam page will probably come with the trailer.
Yeah, there's a good chance of this. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was fun to record it. Yeah, we will talk about that next time. But definitely because it was really fun. Next time we will show you the trailer, but for some reason we cannot show you today.
Anyway, no, nothing.
There is no agent.
Well, we're fine. If we don't talk about the thing, we're not talking about it.
No,
it's perfect.
We cannot.
Fantastic.
There is nothing. We just have a trailer. We can show the trailer because some reason, Bastien.
That's it. And that's why I pressed like technical difficulties, and that's there you go. Okay. But so yeah, thank you very much again, like for joining us into one of these like relaxed chats. We'll announce the next one. In 2
It's
weeks.
always
Yeah.
at the same day. Then I will take my calendar and I announce that publicly now, and then we will confirm that later. And it's in April.
And
And
will this stay the edit? You don't know.
it's the 15th of April.
Yeah. So normally, same place.
Same background.
Same background, same time.
Same people.
Probably.
Yeah, sorry, it's boring.
There you go.
But a build this time.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a build.
Go to technical. No, but anyway, that joke has run its course. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next month.
See you next month. Bye.
Bye.